targeted the way that the
As per usual, I really like listening to Twitter Spaces. And it's like, if I'm gonna listen to this Twitter Space, I might as well play a game. I'm trying to grind up some Norma in Metaland because I'm trying to compete in the next World Chef Championship. This is not a sponsored stream, but I did post a sponsored video earlier today. Excuse me, I'm still sick, so like my voice is all over the place. But yeah, so we're going to listen to this Twitter space. It's being hosted by Coop and Avalanche, talking about Epic Games laying off 900 people. Is gaming dying? And, you know, a whole bunch of our homies on the stage: Shrapnel, Handhouse, Sam, Stefanina. We got Rainy Studios, Parallel Founder, and Mega Weapon. So I'm going to get back to that excuse me, to that space and just chill.
Fortnite. They had a lot of investment. They had a lot of money. They made some, too many acquisitions of things that were not, in their core wheelhouse. They've been spending a lot of money
So
in
sick.
a lot of different
I hate it.
directions. They've been spending a lot of money on create mode, on Fortnite creative mode.
Ugh,
And
my voice.
right now that's not bringing any revenue in, right? So because there's no way to directly monetize that side of Fortnite, but they're doing a 40% rev share to those players.
Checking my voice,
So,
checking.
it's putting a lot of compression on Fortnite's margins. Epic overall.
All right, yeah, my voice was really loud. I don't think I need to be that loud.
Because it was spending
all right,
more
turning the game
gain
down. And
so the decision,
get into the donut
Tim
shop.
kind of didn't want to do layoffs and thought he could weather the storm, but I think realized that he couldn't and has kind of been forced to do this and took pretty dramatic action. So they're spinning out some of the things that are Bandcamp and super awesome. They're shutting a lot of other things down that are non-core. There are it's been reported
Paisan Gaming in the building. What up, brother? I'll take you to the donut shop. You can hear me? Thank you, brother. Happy Friday, dog. What are you up to?
So they're not shutting Fall Guys down. I think that was misreported.
We're listening to Twitter Spaces and playing some Norma. I'm playing Norma for fun. This is not a sponsored thing, obviously. I'm trying to legitimately grind up.
With all the investment that was going around,
put the thing in.
Pandemic money and everything else, Epic just
recording some CS:GO stuff. Fuck yeah, dude.
Started.
I gotta put that down there.
So,
I think.
Ultimately, what they're doing with Fortnite Creative Mode seems to be working. It's driving MAU up. Eventually you should expect to see that in revenue. So I think that
Wilder World. Oh, that's right. You got access, didn't you? You
I definitely think that
coy little guy, huh?
That, especially
get you your coffee.
Become more of a user-generated company, and they're doing these big rev shares. They can't entertain all these science projects. So that's
science projects. That's funny.
The other thing that I heard was, a lot of frustration with kind of the Apple lawsuit.
Oh God.
And the feeling that
they call me the grinder.
They should have,
his name is Paisan.
Now, a lot of the growth opportunities for Fortnite or for Unreal.
I think I need to be cooking
really
faster,
mobile,
dude.
And because they're in the doghouse with Apple, they can't, it's kind of slowing their uptake on mobile at exactly a time where Unity has kind of been dropping the ball a little bit. So. I think that the Apple war is kind of dragging on them as well because they had to take Fortnite basically off mobile in order to kind of pursue all this. So that's the stats that I've heard.
Yeah, and I think I saw a headline that Apple just asked the Supreme Court to review that recent win. And so it might be a longer headache there.
I was gonna say Epic did, right? Not Apple.
No, it was Apple. I think it was Apple.
I thought Epic had won some form of lawsuit, and that Apple was asking for it to be reviewed.
I think that may be right. I can't remember.
I think that's true.
Or Apple, but I know that.
God damn it! They make a lot of money.
What I've heard is this is kind of the last stand of the whole thing. That not only is it their last legal appeal, obviously, but that sort of investors have lost their patience, with this, and there's a lot of pressure on Tim to, kind of end it.
Do you see the leak about Microsoft putting in documents? Yeah,
they're gonna
I like listened to some spaces about it. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, to be honest.
They're gonna, they're gonna, get in line with
like people do things,
That makes sense, Hunto.
It's like could be a nothing burger.
I just wanted to add what Chris was saying in terms of how game developers work.
Tell me, Hanto.
So when I was working with IGG doing creator acquisition, like
I think they just put that stuff into like the works, but like
per day.
They were talking about it on
Gamified
the App
Store by being one of the top grossing games.
And I mean, tech, like, I was a nothing burger, nothing happened. Yeah, exactly. Oh God, what am I doing in here?
I was working on this floor, and our side of the company under IGG was half of it.
Don't waste food. I got you, bro.
Was making a game that was kind of like Mad Max, Road to Fury style, and they all were gone in a week. Like they literally, like half of the floor of that corporate building was just fucking gone in a week. And
fuck,
it was
this guy's so mad at me.
It for like 2 years.
You're not supposed to burn food when that guy's here.
For like a month and didn't get any traction. So the game dev, they were just like, well, that's a waste of money. So let's just cut it off here because it's not getting traction when we're doing performance marketing. And it's just like the reality of companies. Like Epic makes a lot of money, but they also spend a lot of money. So when you look at how much
you really got to use the fry later one where you don't burn shit.
Company like Unreal Engine or Fortnite or whatever other aspects that you have, and you're looking at ones that are underperforming versus your cash cows, you're probably not going to want to keep the ones that are just wasting money if it's not benefiting you long term.
Totally. I think that was a case with Sega this week.
Sega.
Well. So Sega had some, I think they cut at most of the studio related to a game. I think that was in a similar situation where it had been in development for years. It was launching, not really getting the traction that they want. And in this market, there's not a lot of appetite to keep trying on something that doesn't look like it's getting traction quickly. Part of the problem with the games market, right, is it takes years to get a product out, and you don't really know if you have any traction with it.
Oh my God, I'm not making any money, dude.
Pretty far into the process.
Not making any
Mega
money.
Weapon, what's up?
Oh God, this guy's gonna yell at me for burning this shit again.
Having me. I hear a lot that I agree with in what Chris was just stating, and Hentao as well. And I wanted to bring that up in more sort of like a
I did this wrong
for anyone here who's who's got an opinion on it.
Can't focus on this shit, dude.
It seems to me, just based on my
I wanted a casual
game of Epic's history that they were doing exceptionally well.
Sweating.
Like 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, like 2018, 2019, and their revenue started dropping pretty substantially. And while they've had some decent, successful fundraising since then, they've also had
back for more
acquisitions.
Vicey Kim, what's up, Kim? Kim, we're listening to the Twitter space by Avalanche right now. That's the one right above me.
We're
Coop,
rich. It's time to spend.
Shrapnel.
Let's be more than a games company.
We're just chilling, and yeah, we're trying to.
You see it a lot because obviously, in order to have broader reach and be able to sort of have. That.
But I'm already messing up. So I'm not paying attention.
From sort of outside specialization brings. Sometimes
I am trying to get on your level.
I think there were like 9 or 10 acquisitions between 2019 and last year, which is a lot, which is an exceptional rate, I would say. It seems to me almost like how things can get in like a bull market. You feel like it's never going to end, right? You feel like you're always going to have the success. You're always going to have the money. You're always going to be able to just continue expanding. But, it's really unfortunate when the bread and butter, the heart and soul of what makes a game company is the thing that ends up getting sacrificed. The developer is what I'm talking about, being one myself, is the thing that gets sacrificed at the in the name of acquisitions, in the name of acquiring and becoming a bigger corporate entity, and that strikes me in a way that doesn't feel good. Obviously, like it feels bad. I mean, sure, a lot of us are in the position of constantly being devalued by game studios, big game studios. But
we're making some money. We're making some money.
It just sort of feels like I don't know what's the
place
phrase?
Is clean.
Like,
Let's go. That's what you want to hear.
Cutting off to spite the something.
Let's get this guy out of here before he yells at me.
The phrase right now. What is it? Cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yes, that is the phrase.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of my take on it. I'm not clearly as involved in the industry.
How do you make more money, dude?
In the audience here, but
I'm like getting destroyed.
I find it's nice and validating that my feelings about all this seem to be lining up.
You have to upgrade. Yeah.
Have spent a little more time in those positions.
And
all right, let's do that, Kim. You're right.
Wanted to have this space was in case we do have some
people
from Epic.
How do I upgrade?
Who do want to talk about their feelings a little bit and talk about their situation. I went through a bunch of tweets.
Oh my god, I had this fryer the entire time.
A lot of pain out there, and it reminds me of the Unity.
I'm trying to stack up the candies though, but I guess
we're very frustrated and wanted a spaced event. So if you're out there and you do want to share some of that, please feel free to come up. You don't have to be a game studio or anything like that.
Increase my prices on the donut. What's up? That's probably the best way, right?
Hey, yeah,
I'm gonna lose all my candy though.
Echo a lot of what I just heard as well, and
so sad.
I have a slightly different take on the acquisitions piece.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I think that
got to spend money to make money. Do the glazes.
Acquisitions are healthy, right? Like the guys at Psyonix,
you're right.
Are certainly not sad about that deal that they took. Right? They were like a double.
Oh wow, you get like a lot of increase in price.
I was on the other side of the
Amazon
deal. I didn't even
realize.
Epic bought them for, but it was more than what Amazon was going to pay, and it was a fucking shitload of money. So, like, those guys, they deserve that, right? Like, they built a hell of a thing, and they get to go and be rich now, and that's awesome.
This game wants you to grind so much.
Is like, if you go buy 5 companies like that, if you buy a Fall Guys, if you buy a Psyonix, and then you go buy, you run another game that has a live service. You don't need 3 live services teams. You probably need specialists on each one of those teams, but you don't. There's some.
How do I get more of these?
Like me, Tony, my role at Shrapnel.
How do you get more candies?
If we bought a company that did what we did, it would be me or the guy at the other company that we would need. I would hopefully go find another job at Shrapnel, but if not, or if I was better than the other guy, I'd keep that one and we'd find another one for him. But at the end of the day,
round.
You just don't need multiple people. There's redundancy is a real thing. I guess is what I'm saying.
My hand already hurts, Kim. Like my hand is already hurting.
At one time.
How ridiculous is that?
I'm going through my LinkedIn and seeing people that are impacted.
Thought I could grind.
And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of like job classes that were impacted that indicate to me that they're probably reducing redundancy in a major way.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oy.
By the way, guys, if you could engage with the spaces, leave a comment or at least a like using the
not Sam,
right,
Coop.
Just helps us get a little further and
Coop is
bring
funny.
in some more people who
bring some energy, Coop.
Commentary on this. Sam.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to ask Tony actually just on that last point, exactly what you were saying. When you see the people that were released, do you mostly view it as a redundancy and not particularly a talent issue? It's just either the job became redundant because they closed the tweet that you pinned, Coop, from Ed Chang. He mentioned they closed Bandcamp and one other business, so potentially a redundancy.
Let's cook some
there.
steaks.
Or,
I got the steakhouse down.
They acquire a new business and there are now 2 people.
That's true. Then I should probably throw some steaks in the Barbie.
Is it a skill issue or a redundancy issue in the people that you're seeing, Tony?
I would say it's a mix, and you
skill
can
issue.
Tell, anytime I'll just tell you again, we talk about like business.
Yeah,
being
the most
businesses.
Expensive thing.
Anytime there is a large reduction in force like this, there are absolutely savvy managers across the company that are taking the opportunity to either level up their team or move people on that are not performing as well as they could be. Right?
Was I not? I thought I had the thing in.
Happened here. I don't know who those people are.
This guy! I thought I had the thing in where he wouldn't yell at me.
And am referring to companies in
Bro,
roles
here, take
that
this steak and get out of here.
One of the guys that built Twitch Prime was one of the guys that was impacted. Our head UX
how many
guy
times
built
does
the whole thing.
Tony talk about?
He's incredible. Who knows what?
What do you mean that's not what you ordered?
But I just helped a couple of Scottish guys raise a bunch of money to make a game studio, and I'm going to send 10 or 12 people over there to get.
Oh my god, I'm getting destroyed. I can't do 2 things at once. Holy crap, I can't do 2 things at once.
When you see like I said, the clusters of job classes, a bunch of technical artists.
Oh my goodness! All right, I need to focus, but I'm trying to listen to Tony.
Those are where
Gigabrain out.
Those are probably the redundancies.
Yeah, it's core versus non-core. So, Bandcamp was considered non-core. Super Awesome was
Your
a
mom
kids
goes to
advertising
Bandcamp.
service. That was considered non-core. So there were a bunch of little
I didn't
things
put
that they
those in.
bought. I think they kept ArtStation. But there were a bunch of things that they bought that were like not video games, right? So
just take that.
So that's where they trimmed, I think, the most aggressively. And then to the prior speaker's point, like Mediatonic, I had worked that makes Fall Guys. I worked with those guys when I was at NBC Universal, and that was a huge studio. And I think the Fall Guys team at the time was like only like 20 or 30 people.
Did I not give you guys this, or you want more?
I believe that Epic bought that whole studio. So, that's a lot of people that they were probably redeploying onto new projects. And so I just think that
wait, why'd that girl leave? Oh, time's out. Oh my god, I didn't get to 3 stars.
They kept the core team.
Kim, this is hard.
To Tony or whoever's point,
wow.
Reduced redundancy and just kind of went down to like smaller support teams than
I guess you just have to grind. You have to grind. You got to focus.
We'll go to Huntao, but I do want to start thinking about Web3 in all of this.
All right.
And get some takes.
Let's do this again.
The strength of it, the position.
Yes, Coop. Talk to me about Web3, baby.
Compared to
use the No Burn. Yeah, No Burn is super important.
In, a struggle zone for a bit.
All right.
Huntao.
I'm gonna focus.
Yeah, Web3 actually fixes
everything.
If you guys didn't know, so in
yeah,
terms of
you're right, Kim. I don't know what I was thinking.
What I've seen is companies
that is the strategy.
Games that they don't have, or that or facets that they're missing within the company. However, one thing that I have experienced is Chinese publishers, especially ones that have a lot of money, are very savage. So what they actually do is they have two.
You like something more expensive? Did he say you wanted more expensive?
Making a similar game, like the IP might be similar, and the mechanics are going to be similar. But what they do is they just like, okay, Team A and Team B, you guys are going to build like the same game, the same MOBA, but maybe use some of the different art or whatever, and then they're going to ship both of them at the same time.
Tim.
Into
I am
the market
focused.
And see which one does better, and then they just kill.
It is a lot easier when you don't have to worry about that.
Like the worst game. And it's
crushed.
Like a lot of these game publishers that have money, I've seen them do that shit.
That's pretty nuts. Wow. All right.
What did we just miss? What was nuts?
Okay, so let's have some positivity. I know Web3 fixes this. Yes, it's a meme, but there are good things happening here, and gaming is not dying. I specifically did
speak for yourself
to talk a little bit because they have some tournaments coming up, and they're in the mobile space. And I wanted them to share their take on what kind of strength Web3 does add to the space that you might not see elsewhere if you guys are available.
Absolutely. Oh, excuse me. I hit puberty. Absolutely.
That's pretty funny.
Thanks for having us, guys. If you haven't, followed us or you don't know who we are Legends at War. We're a cross-platform, Apple, Android, Google Play Store, desktop, and browser, Web3, MMO, RTS, massive multiplayer online real-time strategy game. First, I definitely want to jump in and say I think we all agree that gaming is not dying. If it did, then Jumanji wouldn't exist. That game is like 4,000
All right, what are we at? We're not even near 3 stars.
People are always going to
want to play. We still have to upgrade.
And I think what we saw with Epic Games is what we kind of see in any industry. When things are really, really good,
what did we just open up?
Hopeful, you get high in the hopium. We saw it on Web3 as well, and you can overextend yourself. And sometimes it catches up. Sometimes you have to trim it back a little bit.
This is the candy shop.
And, it's kind of like you grow a garden, you throw a ton of nutrients in. If you don't watch it too much, it can overgrow, and you're going to have to cut it back to get it healthy. So I think it's a healthy turn. I know these are people, not
we got to upgrade our prices.
But I think it'll be fine. These people
have
great talent.
I've had these things. I didn't even unbox them.
I feel like gaming in Web3 is the perfect kind of, I won't say perfect, but I don't think it's in a precarious position. I think it's actually open for a lot of positive growth. So for Web3, we kind of think of it as, the democratization of the internet. So it gives the power to a lot of people who don't have the ability to kind of invest in large amounts can find their way to value.
You just got to,
and of course, these people are
you just got to keep upgrading.
And these people,
let's go to the donut shop.
Billions of people that are mobile gaming. So being able to access people who want to play games, who are playing these games all the time, and maybe there's a barrier to entry to them. Because, for instance, the PS5, $500, or the Xbox One $400, or the Nintendo Switch. I am not up to date on the current pricing. I'm going to say $279.99. Let me know in the comments if I'm correct.
Just spend all the money, right? All the money.
A lot of people in the world, but most people have a smartphone, and if they're a gamer, it's a way they can come, they can play, they can engage. And now when you bring in Web3, it's a way that they would normally say on the traditional Web2 games, they'd put 200 hours in, 300 hours in, and that Web2 owner, that server would own all their data. It would own their characters. They can't really do much with that besides forget that they don't own a PS5.
Just upgrade everything. Really is the key.
Web3, we give them a chance to not only play our games, enjoy the games, but now they can feel ownership. In Legends at War, you can own your hero, you can own your city. There's a lot of things you can own from the games. When you're putting those hours in,
feels good upgrading too.
Capital for yourself, so you're not just going and making the Web2 giants more money. You are making value for yourself. You're showing value in the game, and as a community, the more you engage, the more value everyone sees. So I think Web3 gaming, as long as we focus really on that interaction with the users, in our Discord, we always try to make sure that everyone is talking to us. We're listening. We ask for feedback on every single, aspect.
Yeah, those upgrades went through fast.
Cool relationship that you don't really see in, traditional Web2 games.
All right, like we're gonna make some money now.
Gears of War. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna have a say in, single player mode, but it is really cool to have that unique relationship because
all right, I'm excited.
They have a piece of your game, or hopefully
what am I waiting
for? Piece of your game, and they are going to see rewards on the game.
Increased prices a minute the game on the Black Lays.
And Coop mentioned there, specifically Legends at War. One of the things that we're
level 17, baby,
to bring in more people and try to show value.
Hold on, I'm gonna take my hoodie off.
Is kind of token gated tournaments. So in our game, you have an eternal server. You can go out, you build a city, you make friends, you make enemies, you make friends.
Starting to sweat out here.
If you're a city fan, that's a reference for you. You can do whatever you want in this medieval world, but you build up your armies, you build up a hero, and you go to war. And what we did is we built these giant tournaments where we've had 3 tournaments so far, and we invite people to come in.
Bang this out.
You start on a new map, and you go out over 7 to 14 days, and you try to make alliances with your guilds, maybe meet a new
Yo, Coop, you got this guy up here shilling like extra hard. Oh, I don't think I turned the burner thing on.
For some in-game gold, and it's a very cool way that we see people engaging in this game, and it's something I haven't really felt.
All right, 6 donuts at a time though. Holla at your boy.
Quick play tournaments. Even
Put
now,
the oven in.
We introduced a smaller tournament feature called the Arena, which essentially instead of a 14-day tournament, it's a 2-hour tournament. It's every day, and we're seeing people come in.
I think I can be faster at like running stuff.
They're still talking. It's 2 a.m. They're talking on our Discord, giving us feedback, and it's getting better every day. So I know I kind of went all over the place here, but I got super excited when we got to talk about Legends at War and Web3, and of course Jumanji. But I really think
okay, we got 2 in, 2 in. Throw 3 more donuts in.
I don't think there's anything to be scared about from Epic Games.
So, thank you for that.
4. I'm just gonna try and manage this like way better.
Getting cheered on by people who, have bags. But one of the things I was asking our team, like, okay, we're talking about.
No, how did I burn that already? Are you kidding me?
What is Web3's real selling point? And somebody brought up the changes in tracking. Chris, I believe, mentioned that earlier. Changes in tracking mean, especially for mobile, it's a lot harder to do what they've been doing successfully for years, acquiring players with ads and performance marketing. And one of the points in Web3 could be that by owning something, feeling like you have some value attached to you playing this game, may make you more likely to do word of mouth marketing for that game. Like, I own this thing. Of course, I'm going to tell my friends to go play the game because, I want it to be worth more a little bit. Is that valid? What do we think? Like, is that a valid marketing point?
I mean, I'm pretty biased. I don't know if I was able to jump in there, but I think it really is because no matter what you're doing in any game, you assign that value. Fortnite would have no value if no one else is playing it. It really depends on who's coming in and what you could talk about and if people have fun. So I feel like it is a good marketing point because I come from the early days of World of Warcraft where we still sold our accounts. Don't tell Blizzard. We would do that, the little underground trades. But if Blizzard found out, we lost our account. We still saw value. We wanted to see that it was worthwhile spending, 1 out of every 4 years of your life on your server.
Dude, the donuts burn so fast.
Away. But there was value there.
What did I get?
Feel like just being out in the open.
Oh, we got pretty close. We got pretty close.
You know, when you put this time in, I want you to get something out of it.
I'm not mad at that.
If you get a rare, say you win a tournament and you win a 1.
I like that.
Out of a 1 of 1 artifact that gives you a flaming sword, you know.
Probably have like, do I have like daily claim bonuses and stuff too?
So say you bought won a 1 of 1 half door the mountain.
Yeah, let me claim all this stuff.
I think that has value. And if your friends come in and they see you with
oh my god, Lucky Ball tickets. Let's go.
I think really ownership there is a selling point.
Guess we're still working on that.
I want to go to Mr. Gone Parallel.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I say this as a card game. I think that so. Like we maybe oversell ownership a little bit. Not to like
we definitely oversell ownership, said, but bro. Like, come on now.
The idea that I care about owning my assets. Okay, so I love Magic and I love buying Magic cards, and I spent years and years doing it. The only time I really cared about the fact that I like owned them was when I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to like make some money off this and divest myself of this. It wasn't really until I was done with the game that I actually cared about, you know, the fact that I own the assets and that they were mine to do with as I please. And obviously it's going to be different for different people. Like we see it in parallel. There are people that play the game. There are people that play the meta game of buying and selling cards and trading. There's some people who don't even
figure out what I want to
care
like
about
increase.
The actual game. They just care that there's value in the cards and how can I extract that value? Obviously that's like a NFT crypto staple, but like I think that if any of these games are going to see any measure of success, we need an influx of people who like only mildly care about ownership, you know, like notionally they're like, okay, these are mine to do with later and they have value.
Why can't I select the boost?
But like really
sucks.
You know, I think that like if you're selling your game, not that the last speaker is doing this, I don't think they are at all, but if you're selling your game on the basis that you can own the things in the game, like
yeah, no one cares.
Who cares? You know, like sell me on why it's fun and then sell me on oh, and now you own these things and you can sell that fun to other people. Because like ownership in and of itself isn't enough. Like I have aped into as many NFT crypto games as I can afford, and you know, most of them aren't fun. Most of them aren't even barely games. Like the reason I'm here talking today is because Tony from Shrapnel was like, hey, I'm going to be on this great space. And I mentioned Shrapnel because it's one of the games that I played and I was like, holy shit, this is an amazing game and it's real and I want to play it. You know, so like I think we oversell how much people care about owning the things. They'll only care about owning it if the thing is good. I
swear.
Yeah, that's a super valid point. We see that all the time where there are games that drop an NFT.
Fuck!
Everyone's talking about the game.
No, I was so close.
But then when it comes time to actually launch or to get into servers, nobody's in there. And it's like you see all of this Twitter activity about the game, but the truth is they're just not that into the game. They're into owning this thing that they want to sell. So you have to be careful for sure. Sam.
Yeah, Koji knocked it out of the park. Couldn't agree more. As somebody who also comes from World of Warcraft, bought and sold a couple of accounts, I understand 100% owning that and knowing that it was worth a certain dollar amount, and I had invested hundreds and hundreds of days worth of time. It definitely had value to me, and I definitely cared more because it had that value to me. However, it's not enough. First, people have to care intrinsically about the game because it was fun or it created some kind of great experience. And
where are the customers?
Long ago, this is probably about a year.
How do I get more customers? Do I upgrade my restaurant so that they like want to stay? Is that what I'm missing?
It's kind of boring, and we don't do anymore because it's boring. But it was with a game that was making a MOBA, and they kept saying it's just like League of Legends. And I kept going, okay, well, if it's just like League of Legends, like what's the selling point? Because I'm a marketing guy, right? I'm like, what's the USP, guys? Like, why do I want to buy it? And they go, well, it's just like League of Legends, except for you can buy your skins and really own them and then sell them to somebody else. And I was like, and they were like, that's it. We're just trying to make League of Legends. That's a fun game. People like that game, and then you'll be able to sell the skins, and people will want to do it. I was like, guys, I know that you're going to make a worse version of League of Legends. You're not going to.
Hey, we hit 6 stars, baby.
With 10 years and
I'm talking about
millions of dollars. You're going to make a crap.
I'm talking about. Thank you, Kim.
So people are going to care less, and then okay, they'll own the skin. I guess. But to me, that was never a good monetization method. You have to
the
just
heat
make
control item would be helpful. I agree. How do I get it? Can I upgrade to one? That's
maybe equal amounts of fun, and they don't have ownership, but you have to at least hit that benchmark, in my opinion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shrapnel, what's up?
Yeah, I think all that is. I think everything we've said so far has been spot on. The one thing I will balance the conversation with, and Koji touched on this a little bit, is that there are different player types of the game, right? When I was at EA Sports, we had a whole cadre of people. You can go to, it's called Mutthead or Futhead right now, and these are websites that are fully dedicated to people playing the.
Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you.
Madden Ultimate Team or FIFA Ultimate Team, the marketplace, right? They're constantly trading their non-tokenized players,
extends
players,
open hours,
selling them. For
that's what I need to be doing. That's what I should do.
And there's real money deals going on in the background. And when I was at EA, that was a big part of my job was finding those people and
open longer, make more money, right?
Loyalty program for Madden. And
that's how you do it.
The benefit of making sure that you are paying attention to those
now
people,
I understand
cannot be understated.
Now
right?
I understand.
Like they bring a lot to the game, not just from a monetary perspective. It's super significant there.
This game,
but,
my god, the level 35. I'm not even halfway through.
They played about 5 times more than the people who.
I'm like just at halfway through.
They played, on the scale like an order of magnitude more competitive matches, which again were good for the game because they generate viewership and yada yada yada. And so there's a lot of knock-on effects that are hard to like directly attribute to the I'm playing the marketplace character or player type.
Probably gonna be good. Probably gonna be good.
They are super valuable. Again, you can't build some people have built successful franchises and games for that player specifically. I think EVE Online's a good example of that.
I wish I could do the non-burn thing.
But what I think we're on this stage, many of the people trying to do, at least me and Koji from a game development standpoint or design standpoint, are trying to build that really fun thing that people want to play. And the reason that the things that you own are valuable is because other people covet them as a function of wanting to play the game and show them off.
All right, let's not burn anything for the environmentalists.
Like we have this conversation a lot. Like
we do. This is not make the game fun. We've heard this a million times.
I do think it's valuable to always be in touch with what are the key selling points of Web3. How are people thinking about it? And so I appreciate you guys sharing all of that. And I think Legends at War, it's the same concept. Like these are nice to haves in a mobile game that is a lot of fun and entertaining, and they add stickiness. And I think especially in mobile, at least from my perspective as a non-game developer, mobile has always been pretty reliant on that core group of people who spend a lot of money and really love the game. And this is a way to bring them deeper and to add value in a deeper way. Mr. Gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not knocking the people that want to spend money. In fact, we are supported by those people. And I think that what Web3 does exceptionally well is, I mean, we might even need to invent a new term because, we have like the fish in the game, we have the whales, and like, I think that the people that Web3 bring in are like maybe even one step above the whales, like I don't know what eats a whale, but like the megalodons or whatever. Like,
dude, the donuts burn so fast. It's
on a level
kind of insane.
Like that we've never seen in like the traditional, we'll say, Web 2 gaming space. So there's nothing to like, you can't really knock that for sure. And we've seen it ourselves. We have some high value NFTs, we have tokens, and people have been aping into that stuff. And I've talked to some of them, and they're just like, I don't even care about the game, and I guess that's okay. But
my God.
The thing that I remind people at our company all the time is like those bigger fish need something to eat, and it's only good for them to have stuff to flex on players if there are players to flex on. And so I think ultimately, like, you got to serve that like small, not the largest, but like maybe least monetized player base the most, so that the people who are willing to give you money are continually willing to give you money.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. I want to give a chance for Ed to say hi.
I mean, perfect. We'll take
Ed,
it.
We talked a bit about the
let's go, baby.
Layoff specifically.
Oh wow, the girlfriend's out of work already.
Gaming's
Hold on,
not
guys.
dying.
Give me 1
There's
second.
a bit of a correction happening. Epic did a bunch of acquisitions. The financial markets are different, all that. But wanted to let you say hi and give your take on it.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hopping in and in whatever time zone you're on. It's a pleasure to be here. Coop's doing a great job of kind of coordinating, like focused around just gaming in general. And when it touches on Web3 gaming, that's awesome as well. Don't have too much to add beyond that, other than, a friend of mine had pointed out today that I think Q1 and Q2 were still all-time highs in terms of revenues for the gaming industry, which is bullish, right? And then there's just market corrections that happen alongside that. Really interesting conversation. I think that was Tony, right? That was talking about creating like the influencer program on Madden. I think we probably overlapped at EA, right? Because I worked on the esports programs there. And, a lot of the stuff that we were thinking about is like session days, like, monetization per user of someone who is like a hardcore fan or a player, which is, playing FIFA or Madden Ultimate Team. And that shit like really changes like the metrics, right? Like, so like all these adjacent like things that are built on top and, further increase, your ARPU by like a minuscule amount can have really big network effects when you're at scale. And hello, Parallel Team and Mega Weapon. It's great to see you all.
Yeah, thanks for adding. I also kind of want to go back to the Epic topic. Somebody pinged me. Do any of you, you have so much experience in this room. Do you have advice for anybody who did maybe lose their job? Like, what would you be doing if you were in that situation right now that might be unique to the game industry or something you've learned along the way? I'd love to be able to share that and maybe tweet about it later. Tony, you go.
If you can afford it, go to TwitchCon. It's in Vegas, pretty central to the U.S. Always, a deal to get to Vegas and stay there. But, there's just a battery of folks that'll be there looking to pick up talent and meet people. And then, the other thing I would say is, regardless of how well or little someone or worked with someone, I'd never be shy to reach out if they're at a place that you want to work. I'll give you an example. I work here at Shrapnel, and I was brought into the company by a guy that I hired at Amazon like years and years and years ago. We only worked together for about 8 months, but we get along real well. And when Shrapnel came up as an opportunity, we were able to immediately connect and move me over here. And like I said, this is a guy that I worked with for less than a year at Amazon. So I would not feel like you have to tap networks of close friends. People are out there ready to help.
Yeah, it's not a time to be shy, and I think a lot of younger people tend to get laid off. They're junior, they can't add an extreme amount of value, and sometimes when you're younger, you're not used to that. Making small connections into an opportunity, but you just have to get over that fear that you're bothering them, or that they might not really know you that well, and just make the connection and have the conversation. Mr. Gone.
I take it a step further just because of the way the whole Parallel thing happened is like there's a massive amount of people who have experience in this industry that are now looking for work. And what do you do with your time while you're looking for that work? Maybe just like pull a bunch of people together and try and do your own thing. Like maybe now's the time if you had an idea sort of nestled in the back of your head and you're not really working, you're looking for work. I mean, use the rest of your time to try and bring that idea to fruition, because all of these
okay, I'm back.
Smaller
We're
studios
definitely
have to start
clear
somewhere,
this level.
and maybe it starts with you and some of the people that you work with.
I like it. So you can go back and redo the levels if you didn't do them well enough.
Point. I think some major companies come out of
3 stars
bear markets where people lose their job, and instead of just going to work for someone else, they just go for it. Ed.
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, we got Ed Chang in the building.
Said. I think you always want to be treading water, right? You don't want to just let yourself sink, and this could be the form of many different ways. Whether you're a developer or a BD guy, right? Like I think about even our ecosystem. There's folks that I see on this space and even in the audience that are always present, always tweeting, always active.
Tell me about it.
And if there are opportunities that come along, I'm absolutely, I need to make sure we plug in these people because they're top of mind, right?
Tell me about it.
Whether it means building something.
Ed Chang, am I top of mind?
Writing a long form tweet, Coop's trying to get me to tweet every day, and it's hard, but I'm working on it. Just do it, right? And while you're searching, I think someone else tweeted at me.
Bro, the donuts burn so fast.
In terms of recommendations, and I'd say like, yeah, it's really tough time, and I feel for you if you're affected by kind of the downturn. But you know, I think it's a good time to really think about like your risk and reward, right? So you know, there's so many different types of job descriptions. What do you want to get out of it? What kind of title? Is it about experience? Is it about, you know,
what do you mean that's not
like,
what you ordered?
You've got more established game studios,
that's what you ordered.
More AAA, and maybe it's a little bit more boring because you're doing the same thing every single year.
Fuck,
but it's
I'm
more
burning
stable,
donuts.
Right, and then there's like more like indie studios or startups that potentially.
I wasn't going to, but
you know,
I freaking messed that one up.
Shit. You get a lot more experience. You get a lot more seniority. It just depends on what you're trying to solve for, right? And
yes.
So, like, now's a good time to think about that. Like, end of the year, it's really hard to find. You know,
I mean, this should be like a really low goal.
The hiring is kind of slowed down, but
my whole thing is so optimized.
Your portfolio or resume, or have that body of work like going into that new year.
Interesting point. I even like to the point about people who are always active in the space and in our network. We caught a tweet today from somebody that said, I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I don't know what I'm going to do next. But the fact that they're always around and active, like,
who is that?
It got us thinking, like, how can we involve them and see if there's an opportunity for us to help them find what they're going to do? Because, you know, we just want more people to succeed in the space. And so there's probably a lot of people out there like that if you're really active in the community.
Oh, we active, Coop.
Cool.
We active.
Are there any other?
We gaming, we streaming,
like anything we want to talk
spacing.
about on Web3? I feel like we covered the fact that, you know, deeper ownership means maybe a more valuable end user for the people that are really interested.
I don't think we need to cover that anymore.
Game, but it has to be a great game in the first place. Like, is there anything else you'd add around why this space in particular has a good chance of success over maybe a more traditional space right now? And if not,
should I increase my donut prices a whole bunch?
Right,
I mean, I'm just going to keep talking if no one stops me. But
go for it.
I think that one thing that always attracted me to, you know, emerging technologies, and this one in particular, and the reason why I think that
they've got this game really balanced well, that, like, don't they?
You need desperation, you need hunger in order to like prosper, I think.
Who is this?
And maybe again, it's just because I've been bred to feel like fear is a motivator. Maybe my parents did me a service or disservice, depending on how you look at it. But like, I think that in this space, we're all hungry to prove that, like, hey, this isn't all bullshit. It's not all scammers. It's not all whatever. Like, this is a real technology that can improve upon what we've already seen. And
I wonder where my steakhouse is
that hunger that like pushes you that extra, you know, 20, 30, 50% to like really make something better and really, you know, it's the like, I'll fucking show you sorry, I don't know if we can swear, but it's the I'll show you attitude that like will kind of like help us sort of persevere and maybe succeed where some other, you know, traditional studios and games and whatever else maybe didn't. So.
That's really interesting because I see that super deeply in our company culture. Honestly, it's like a little chip on the shoulder. It goes a really.
Coop had such a chip on his shoulder.
Ed, I think you were raising your hand.
Yeah, look, we're in the depths of the bear.
Yeah.
And at this point, the people that are around are the true believers, and it's really exciting. You meet all types of people. You meet some really freaking smart people.
I gotta get some emojis for this.
Strange and exciting people. I'm looking at you, Jonah. But you know, we've got people here who are innovating and just like, I hate this cliche, but in their arena, you know. And it's really exciting. It's great to be building with you all and like just riffing on ideas, like just gets me bullish, right? Like this week, I think I've spoken to a couple people on stage, and it's just like, man, the ideas that are coming out of it, like, are really exciting. So I think we're all trying to build something here. We're starting from scratch here, and it's a pleasure to.
Wait, what the heck happened?
Yep, another good point.
I can add a few comments to that, Coop. Is that good?
Oh, there we go.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, I would say that AAA gaming is kind of in a state where people are wisening up to the tactics, like the dark patterns that they're using, the loot boxes, like all the sort of money generating mechanics, and people are getting pretty fed up of it. Web3 at least offers transparency and honesty. Up front, we're like, hey, this is the systems that we're going to implement. and so it's a more authentic experience. Even if you do have a revenue stream in your game, you're upfront about that, and you're not trying to hide it with all these loot box tricks that have been perfected over a decade, right? We saw that with Diablo 4, and how everyone went towards Baldur's Gate 3 when it became really popular, because they're like, hey, this is just a game. You buy game, you get game. And I think that's what people are really looking for, is just like being transparent about the product that you're giving them. So AAA game is in a weak spot, and I think it's a good opportunity for us to step up.
Dude, I wish I could buy.
There's a whole topic around like how much AAA games cost to make now too, that has been circulating, and that prices need to rise. I feel like this is a whole different topic, but save it for another time. But some interesting points there. Shrapnel?
Yeah, I just wanted to pat myself on the back and say you're welcome, Coop, for bringing the Tony Robbins of Web3, Mr. Gone, with me. I think that he was by far the best pickup for this Spaces.
Yeah. Yes. Recognition is due. Thank you.
Oh my God, Coop.
Well, it sounds like we're going to wrap up soon. So I just want to say really quick, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me. And despite all of my high-minded soapboxing about playing fun games and whatever, like, everybody play Parallel and give me your money, please.
All right, everyone play Parallel when they move to Avalanche, and then Legends of War, Shrapnel, Mega Weapon.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta pay all of them.
Jesus Christ.
And I think we're going to do another space at some point with Legends at War about those tournaments. It's stuff that they got going on in the next couple of weeks.
Check it out. Never mind. I'm going to keep my freaking mouth shut.
Everyone already follows the rest of you guys, so just get out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Don't think about layoffs.
How do I get more boosts?
And hopefully next week's a bright week in Web3 gaming. Thanks everyone for coming. I really appreciate these.
Is that it? Is that it?
Thanks for having us, Coop.
I mean, great space, but I don't know. Now I gotta find a new space. Friend Tech Happy Hour? Let's listen, because I'm gonna burn my donuts.
On up and do it. We're not gonna promise that we're gonna buy you live on the show, but we might. Andy typically frees up a little bit of ETH ahead of these. I know others do as well. It was a fun one that worked out pretty well last week. I think Andy bought Faded live on the show last week. A trade that went up.
Yeah, I bought Faded at 0.15. I think I bought everybody.
They're shilling Friend Tech. I don't want to listen to this.
Faded went from 0.15 to 1.
I don't want to listen to Friend Tech.
Tesla giveaway.
I can't stand Friend Tech.
I think it's also sort of a signal. Like, people that are willing to get up on stage, talk about themselves a little bit, are probably a little bit more likely to, work on getting their price up, work on providing value. So,
bro,
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I'm right there with you. We've got an expert in the Shill Your Keys game in Faded. While we give folks some time to prepare their pitches,
it's such a crazy
space to come up on stage. Any good stories from Friend Tank this week? Any good pitches or things that folks should hear about?
Yeah. There was some really solid ones yesterday. I think one that stood out a lot. So hold on, give me 1 second. There was two. I gotta check my DMs because I ended up buying a couple of them. But give me 1 sec.
People are just gonna be showing their Friend Tech stuff. Like I can't do it. I can't do it.
Holy shit! I have so many fucking DMs right now. It's Bermuda.
I bet you do.
It's Bermuda. He is like creating like a gaming community. So he's like kind of like starting out at the ground level. We kind of gave him some feedback as far as like deploying a little bit more capital into like getting that.
Oh, thank God this guy's here. I'm not gonna burn anything.
A little bit suspect that he wasn't really holding anybody else. We also had Crab Dad. Crab Dad went from 0.01 under 0.01 to 0.1. He's actually a Dune analytics and like dashboard wizard guy. So like that blew up while he was on stage. I was actually kind of fucking pissed because I didn't get a chance to pick him up. And I might now. He actually retraced a little bit. Then we had Ben Jammin. So Ben Jammin, pretty popular Bored Ape. What's really interesting about Ben Jammin, he's only 0.3. He was only 0.3. I think he.
Bro, how are you guys like just gonna shill?
He has a lot of quality.
Your
bots.
securities.
So
this is insane to me.
I think he owns Anonymous or like a couple other like big accounts. Like these are expensive fucking accounts.
Got the money.
So he, you know, he has a really good network within his room. So I was actually kind of advising people with smaller amounts of capital.
Yeah, I got to get off the space.
To kind of network with guys like that.
I can't listen to the space.
You could get into it.
It's so illegal. It's so illegal. Everything is a security that they're talking about. Isn't that crazy? All right, if there are no good spaces, I mean, there's nothing good going on. There's no good space. Oh, man. We have 500 views. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you for the love and support on the Norma video. We are trying to grind. The thing is... Oh, do we have today's quiz? Watch the ads to master today's quiz. What are the ads? Where do I watch these ads? I don't want to watch ads, but like, if they're gonna give me candy or something. Secretary Nicole. Upgrade the barbecue sauce, which Nicole considers important. I mean, bro, if Nicole wants me to upgrade the barbecue sauce and I'll get 5 candies from it, are you kidding me? Upgrade the stuff right now. What do I have to do to upgrade the barbecue sauce? 3? Done. Nicole, hit me. Do I get it or what? Hasn't been done yet. Upgrade pink glaze. Okay, so I gotta upgrade the pink glaze next. I kind of like that. Like the daily challenges. It's not so bad. Nor like there's a lot of daily challenges that I kind of hate, but like the way that they have it done, I don't mind it. Again, I like building a business. I like feeling like the business is growing. So I just upgraded my sauce. So I can claim that. Oh, crap. I only get 2. And what do I need to... I get 5 if I upgrade the pink glaze. But... Oops, not the ramen house. How much is it going to take to upgrade the pink glaze? More than 2, right? Is it going to be 3? Oh, more money. Where's the pink glaze? Pink glaze. Yeah, it's going to be 3. All right, so if we we get 1 more candy, we can upgrade the pink glaze, and then we'll automatically get 5. Well, not automatically, we'll have to claim it. All right, I'm ready for 21. I wish I had the boost. Sucks. All right. I'll listen. No, I gotta unmute this. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go fast. Oh, this guy. All right, don't burn anything. Oh my god. Oh, we were so close. So close to like almost burning something. Crap. I need a donut. Oh my god. I screwed up 2 of these things. Do not burn anything. Don't burn anything. My guy, I got a muffin for you as soon as this is done. want the orange donut. That and that. Oh my god, I'm crushing. I'm crushing. I feel like I'm crushing at least. I don't know if I am. Come on, Granny. Seconds. Let's go, baby. Oh, let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Focus in the zone. That was good. That was good. All right, but we got to play Symbiogenesis. I actually have to play Symbiogenesis because, like, that's what I was supposed to do. I was just listening to Twitter Spaces to pass the time. But while we are here, let me upgrade the sauce. Then I can claim that upgrade or that bonus. I gotta wait 3 minutes. Are you kidding me? Alright, I guess I can make my banner then. I'm gonna make my Symbiogenesis banner. Please. So if anyone is still watching, we are going to grind Symbiogenesis, which I'm like kind of excited about actually. Let me get rid of this so you guys don't. Nope, not that one. Let me get rid of that one. Banner here. Boom, Symbiogenesis. Okay. Now, let me see if I upgraded my pink glaives. How much time we got? Yes. No. I still have to wait. Oh my god, another minute. This is how they get you to play longer. When Obi told me about like how long people were playing this game, I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's right, man. This game is addictive. If you're into this. If you're into this. Not everyone's into it, which I understand. I do understand. What time is it? 6? Alright, we've probably got like a solid hour of Symbiogenesis. Space Walker in the building. Appreciate you, bro. I like it. I do. I like building business. I like making money. I like upgrading equipment. There's a lot that I like about this game. It feels really well balanced too. Like as you progress up the levels, you know, you have to do more. You have to upgrade. Oh, God, that was so loud in my ear. Why do I have it this loud? Okay. So now that I got that, I can claim this. Wait, what? I thought I got to like... I thought it was more than that. Are you kidding me? Upgrade the TV at the steakhouse to watch John perform better. Upgrade the TV at the steakhouse. How much is that gonna cost? TV? Only 2? I'll do that. Good. It's not too long. I like it. Why do they turn the candies into tickets? I thought I got like 5 candies. Kind of messed up. Oh, I can pay to claim. Oh, I'm silly. I did not know. Upgrade the game console. The game console? Is it game console? Do I want to do it? I don't think so. All right, guys, I'm going to get into Symbiogenesis now. So we're going to close that. We're going to pull up Discord. We are going to go here. I'm going to make this full screen. We are going to go to Symbiogenesis. Maybe let me pull up a Twitter thing and do like an intro. Symbiogenesis. Okay, so. I don't want to do the, let's see, where do I find out more information about Treasure Hunt 3? Let's find this tweet here. Oh, wow. The story site for Chapter 1 is now available? No way. We're going to have to check that out. Or is that... Oh, these are the previews, isn't it? Huh. Interesting. All right, we're going to have to go to that later. Interesting. Where is everything about Chapter 3? Or Treasure Hunt 3. Maybe it's in the... Oh, right here. Okay. No, maybe we'll go here. Treasure Hunt 3.0. Here we go. All right, we'll do it like that. Maybe go full screen. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Icy Gaming back here again with another video, and we are going to be trying out the Treasure Hunt 3.0 from Symbiogenesis. So this treasure hunt is live only for like 2 days, probably not by the time that you're watching this video, but I've been dying to try and get into one of these treasure hunts and solve the mysteries, search the map, and find the hidden relics. So I'm going to jump right into this and see what we got to do. So this is a request from the Seeker Society. Hello, fellow treasure hunters. It's Talent from the Merchant Union. So the Seeker Society has just received a new relic recovery request from the Merchant Union. And as a member of the society, we'd love your help on this mission. Apparently, according to the society, there are quite a few pieces scattered around the Land of Salvation this time round, and we want to make sure we get them all. But here's the thing. Some non-member treasure hunters are already on it. We got to act fast. Oh, let me go back to here. Sorry, you can't even read that. We got to act fast before they get everything. So to encourage our members, we will be rewarding you with membership points for every relic you recover. So the more relics you get, the more points that you get. Very interesting. Before you head out, make sure you check out the Hunter Request board on Discord for more information. It's super important. Oh, and there are 2 routes you can take. The Monopoly route, where you can go solo, or the distribution route, where you can team up with other hunters. I'm really glad that I picked the Monopoly route because I did not know that before. Either way, we're confident that all members of the Secret Society will find the mission a breeze. Okay, I like hearing that. So, it's only certain time periods? Thursday, 5 a.m. to Thursday, November 2nd. Okay, all right, so we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. There are several types of relics. 40,000 each will be issued. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Gas fees will not be incurred during this campaign. That's good. For more information about the utility of relics, check out the page. I already know the utility. We're good there. Okay, so for the Monopoly roll, very important right here. Clear the challenge. To assess your skills as a treasure hunter, 3 challenges have been set for you. Successfully complete all of them, and you will obtain clues regarding the relic's location. Deduce and locate. Utilize these clues to make deductions and navigate to the hunting site, where you can recover the relic. To the hunt. Those who successfully identify the location can now proceed to the hunting site and begin your hunt. Okay. If you're skilled at playing solo and don't need assistance along the way, choose this option. There won't be any teammates to help you, but you can enjoy the challenge on your own. I hope that I don't end up needing help. Okay. After discovering the relic, go for the next one. Once you have collected a relic, check your owned rewards. There might be clues about the next relic. Strive to recover all the relics. Regardless of whether you opt for the Monopoly or distribution route, the relics available are the same. However, sequence in which you acquire them will vary. All right, so we got to go to this room. I did this the other day where you select Monopoly or distribution. So I'm in the Monopolist room. So step 2. Seems like the Trapezites is only willing to share her source with those she trusts. To gain her trust, answer the following questions correctly to prove your abilities as a skilled treasure hunter. That's the whole thing about this game. Like, you have to know you have to have the knowledge and the information to answer questions, and like, it's a whole world and lore that like they want you to partake in. When answering questions, please take your time and don't choose all the answers at once. So, question number 1. Within the Land of Salvation, how many characters in Chapter 1 have the ability to collect items? Use the shop feature to help your search. So I feel like that is kind of given in the Symbiogenesis docs, which you have to go to their website and then go to the docs info about. So the question is here, let's put this in a dual screen here. I'm trying to, okay. How many characters in Chapter 1 have the ability to collect items? So if I go to character stories, no. If I go to Monopoly or distribution, character types, original characters have the ability to collect items in Chapter 1. Character stories. Story slot holder. How many characters in Chapter 1 have the ability to collect items? Chapter 1. Let's go to maybe races featured in each chapter. Okay, Chapter 1, there's 500 races, 425 normies, 50 merchants, 20 guards, 5. But how many of those can collect items? Number of characters by category in each chapter. So there's 374 here, Fawcett, 107, 14, So it's the faucet, the mesh, and the line. So which one of those three can collect items is what we need to figure out. But they also told us to go to the shop. So the thing with the shop is this is something new that I think they just launched. Where you can search the characters. So what if we filter for the faucet? Show 501 items. Now, can they collect items? I don't really know. Story. If you own this character NFT, you will be able to read the following stories: mission, memory, quest, story. Quest hint is holder only. Okay. How many characters in chapter 1 have the ability to collect items? Use the shop feature to help your search. What if we do shop info? Oh, here we go. Wait. The only way to mint the characters, a total of 3 phases, subject to change. Mint timeline, character type, allocation, ranking. Let me just search for item. Quest and items. So item. I'm going to move my light a little bit. Dude. This is like kind of hard. I almost want to guess. Did you answer all the questions? If you get all the questions right, I'll tell you some clues about the place of relics. The correct and incorrect answers will be displayed at the bottom of this channel. So I don't want to see the answers, right? Which affiliation does Treasure Hunters belong to? Which affiliation does Treasure Hunters belong to? Well, that's a good question. Can I filter for the Treasure Hunters? You got Hunter, Farmer, Vertex. Which affiliation do the Treasure Hunters belong to? They're under the Salvation Corps, right? Oh my goodness, doesn't even tell me. Bro, what? Filters. What? Now I feel like I gotta go back here to the character types. Races. Character races. Treasure hunting campaign 3.0. Okay, that doesn't really help. Campaign NFTs. Treasure. Relics are NFTs that can be obtained through the treasure hunt. Oh my goodness. This is a little bit harder than I guess I thought. Maybe I need to read the stories of these guys. So what if I go to the hunter and then show these 55 guys? Okay. Limb. Researcher, general researcher, skilled hunter, hunter. Is there a treasure hunter? Where do I find like the treasure hunter? Hunter is facet. Hunter is facet. Are all the hunters under Facet? General researcher. I'm going to go Facet. Wait, what's affiliation? I mean, hunter is hunter. Got to be hunter, right? Added role Q2C. I'm going to go 374. I'm going to go hunter. What's the name of the silver-haired merchant with glasses in the mesh category? All right, so I think we can find this one. Mesh category. Bro, I'm going to put this like up here so I can like kind of focus on it. Let me put this here. What is the name of the silver-haired merchant? All right, so let's show all the mesh guys. 12 of them. There's only 12. Silver-haired merchant with glasses. Silver-haired merchant. Is it you? Wait, what? The answer is kind, greed, honest, or talent. What's the name of the silver-haired merchant with glasses in the mesh category? We are in... All right, I got to close this. Campaign. No. Shop. Shop. Bro, this is like way harder than I thought. Mesh category, right? All right, show all 107 of the mesh. Now, silver-haired character with the glasses. You? Bro, it like kind of like scrolls weird. Okay, just scroll. Apricot? No. Kind, greed, honest, or talent. I don't even see these names. Kind, greed, honest, or talent. Kind, there's a greeting. Kind, greed, honest, or talent. What? Jaw. Kind, greed. Oh, honest. It's honest. Okay. All right. I'm going to check the results. Uh-oh. Looks like your answer is wrong. I can't tell you about the wrong answers. Choose your answer again and give it another go. All right. Well, I know that we got honest right. Silver-haired merchant in the mesh category. So, honest is correct. Which affiliation does Treasure Hunters belong to? So we gotta search for affiliation. Do we just like go through each one? All right. Order salvation. Researcher. 50 items. I don't really understand which one. Like, how am I supposed to find the treasure hunter? Okay. Filters 5. Oh, I reset the filters. There we go. I see now. We gotta find the treasure hunters. Where are the treasure hunters? Peddler? No, reset. Hunter. I mean, it has to be Hunter, right? Normies. Hunter. I mean, what's these people's stories? Are these hunters like actually treasure hunters? Can I not read their story without owning the character? Wow. Okay. Interesting. Tips. Zoom in or zoom out. You can pinch floating continent, move in all directions. The list can be moved by scrolling horizontally. Click or tap the character on the map or list to see detailed information. Oh. Maybe we use the map. Useful feature. Filters can help you see characters only in the categories you choose. Yeah, obviously. How to buy. We're not trying to buy. Once you've acquired a character, time to dive into the story. So where are the treasure hunters? Let me refresh this. How do we find the treasure hunters? Like, who's hunting for treasure, you know? Are these guys treasure hunters? No. Continental Surveyor. Are these guys treasure hunters? No, they're cooks. Students. Elite student. Treasure Seeker. Treasure Seeker is an adventurer. Adventurer. I think the answer is adventurer. Adventurer. Honest. And I don't know, within the Land of Salvation, how many characters in Chapter 1 have the ability to collect items? What does that mean? How do I know whether or not they have the ability to collect items? Filter? The Land of Salvation. I have no idea. Normies? Spikes? All right, I'm just going to kind of guess. Is it 107? Check answers. Still wrong. Is it 54? Check the results. Still wrong. Is it 14? Adventurer and honest. Check the results. I still keep getting it wrong. Looks like I'm getting it. How is that possible? I don't want you to remove the role. So how do I add it? Adventure. Every time I try, oh, you added the role. Okay, adventurer. All right. Added the role. Okay. So you kind of got to, this is like very tricky. Removed the role for question 1A. Added role for question 1B. Okay, I see now. So can I check the answers now? Yes, baby! We got it right! That's what I'm talking about. We looked up 2 of them. We had to guess the third one. Process of elimination. You got all the answers right. Congratulations. Seems like I am a reliable treasure hunter. I'll entrust you with the clues to the relics. Let's back to the channel list and access monopolist hint in English. Okay, we are moving along. This is what it feels like. This is what it looks like when you start to move along, guys. Congratulations on getting all the answers right. I'll entrust you with the clues to the relics. Somewhere near the fountain, an adventurer, Mesh, has managed to recover a fragment of the relic. It appears that he or she is currently in negotiations with Honest to sell it. So we have to find Honest. Well, guys, I gotta write this down. Like, you gotta, like, this is a whole mystery that you have to unravel. We need to stop the deal from happening. Find the treasure hunter trying to sell the relic to Honest. Okay. Hunting site. When you don't know the location of the relic, let's exchange information in the room of clues. Those who have already found the answer or would like to know the answer, feel free to head over to the room of key channel. Clicking the button below will grant you access to the key. I don't want to know that. So we got to find Honest to find the relic. So we go back to the map. They're by the fountain, they said. Somewhere near the fountain, an adventurer, Mesh. So where do we find Honest? Can we actually search for Honest again? I mean, whatever. I actually remember what they look like. Isn't this Honest? Hold on, close this. I think I'm like already here. Honest is right here. Look at that. We were right here the entire time. So Tango. Tango is the Mesh character. Looks like they're trying to sell Honest. How do we stop it? How do we stop this from happening? Somewhere near the fountain, an adventurer, Mesh, has managed to recover a fragment of the relic. It appears that he or she is currently in negotiations with Honest. An adventurer, Mesh. This is the right one, because this one is that's not Mesh. None of these are Mesh. Sausage. What a name. Teaser. Sausage teaser? Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Find the treasure hunter when you don't know the location of the relic. So we found it. Wait, hold on. All right, so do I just have to like click around here? No. Story. Tango is the person. But what do I have to do? Is there a relic like in the fountain? This is like the tricky part now. Like, you're supposed to like click on the map and find these items. I am very confused now, though. We need to stop the deal from happening. It appears that he or she is currently in negotiations. Find the treasure hunter trying to sell the relic to Honest. When you don't know the location of the relic, those who've already found the answer. I mean, what is in the room of clues? I'm just going to go to the room of clues real quick. Oh my goodness, what is happening? It will refresh the chance when the time go over. I've clicked 12 lights. I can't find the treasure. So is it in one of the lights? Why would it be in one of the lights? There's no other fountain. We found Honest. Look at this, like. What's going on with practice over here? Peddler. I mean, if I were a relic, where would I be? I don't know why someone said something about a light. Is there any story? Wait, body? Okay, that's the body. Is there info? Body NFT can be earned by raising your member rank in the game. Don't know what that means. Can I save them? The story. Can I read the story? It says open to all. Mission hint, open to all story slot holders. Affiliation specific story slot. Learn more about stories. Is this just to like buy them? So confused. So confused. Okay. Oh. I feel like I have to like tweet this out. Tango. We gotta like find out more about Tango's character. I just want to find a relic one time. I mean, are these people with Tango, do you think? These are adventurers. Are they like hanging out, waiting to like make the deal happen? Did they like put the relic behind this bench or something? Did they hide it in a tree or a bush? What even is this relic? Ooh, is it in the lights? Is it behind the light post? Is it like right behind the light post? That'd be a good place to hide something, right? If I was going to do it, wouldn't you maybe hide it in the fountain? Oh, what was that? Do you see that? Or like right around the edge of the fountain? Is this an adventurer? No, he's a peddler. Is it in this apple tree? Over here by this bench. Oh my goodness, I want to know so bad. Bro, why is this so hard? I'm trying to find, like, all right, now I'm in the Discord. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm in the Discord. I think someone is asking the same exact question that I am. Where exactly should I click on this one with the mesh adventurer hint? I clicked on both people and their bags. Nothing. You need to click on an adventurer. What satisfaction will you get if I spoil it completely? You will find all your answers on Twitter. Let me see again. That worked. Thank you for the help. Lemon Leaf? What? He found it by clicking on an adventurer. Isn't this the adventurer? Isn't this the adventurer? What am I waiting on? Do I need to like log in to the treasure hunt? Am I not like properly logged in? Tell me I'm not properly logged in. Tell me I've been doing this right the whole time. Proceed to the hunting site. Proceed to Discord. I should be good with that. Continue to Discord. We good. Authorize. We're good. Come on, Symbiogenesis. 2-factor, yeah, close. Okay, we'll do it here. Should be good with this. We have been campaign. Should be already in the campaign. Because I already have the monopolist. I don't want to get the key. So now I want to just proceed to the hunting site. What are we doing? Authorize. What? See, this is like the frustrating part. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Treasure Hunt 3.0. Hint from the request board. I got the hint from the request board. Because don't I already have this? You're not allowed to use this reaction roll? What about this one? You don't have access to this link? Because I'm already here, I think. Get a roll to go to the room of key. I don't want that, though. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me see if I can even like get this treasure. Because I'm like, proceed to the hunting site. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not even like on the thing. Symbiogenesis airdrop. Do I not have my right account up? Goodness, dude. Once you authorize, you'll be directed outside of Discord. The developer Symbiogenesis authorize. But it wants me to do 2-factor authentication. What? So confused. All right. Maybe I don't have 2FA on. Okay. I don't think that I do. So If this is like the thing this whole time, I'm gonna be like, that's just crazy. It's crazy. Download an authenticator app. Oh my goodness. All right, 2FA for Discord, which makes sense. This is like crazy complicated. Okay, so we've got that authenticated now. Proceed to Discord. Continue to Discord. Log in. And then it wants me to use my 2FA, which I don't mind. It's good. It's better security. Confirm. We suggest adding a phone number. I mean, that's fine. So now can I go to this? Authorize. This is crazy difficult. It's kind of crazy difficult. Finally, we can connect a wallet. Okay. Oh my goodness. Continue. MetaMask. Wow, dude. Okay. We're connected. I have read and understand. Yes. Wow. We finally got somewhere. And I definitely want sound. Oh, this is fire. Dude, this is awesome. Wow. I feel like we just like unlocked something, like for real. The number of clicks and taps is limited and will refresh once per hour. If you are not in search mode, you will not be able to hunt for the treasure. The search mode will activate when the map is zoomed in to a specific point. Click or tap the map. Click or tap to explore. This is really good to know. So wait, hold on. All right, guys, I'm gonna go through the tip. Guys, this is super important. We're gonna go through the tips when you're performing the treasure hunt. Hold on, I gotta check like the sound here and make sure that this isn't too loud. That's crazy loud. Crazy. This is crazy loud. Check, mic check. Check, mic check. Okay. I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Guys, we are going to go through the tips that will help you when you're doing the treasure hunt for Symbiogenesis. So right here, you've got your basic controls. You can zoom in or out on PC, scroll the mouse to zoom in or out on the floating continent. For mobile, pinch in and out on the screen. Movement in all directions to move the floating continent in all directions on PC. Click and drag. That one's simple. We know that one. Claiming the treasure NFTs. After you've successfully located the treasure, you will be greeted with the "You found treasure" screen. That's what we're looking for. Please note that this does not mean that you have acquired the NFT at this point. Kindly follow the on-screen instructions on how to claim the NFTs. They did say that there was going to be no gas fee, so that's really good. Verifying the receipt. Acquired NFTs will be sent to your registered wallet address after some time. Make sure to check your wallet to see that you have received your NFTs. Acquired NFTs will be viewed in the collection list. Exploring the map. The search mode will activate when the map is zoomed in to a specific point. Click or tap to explore. The number of click taps is limited and will refresh once per hour. If you are not in search mode, you will not be able to hunt for the treasure. That makes sense. Welcome to the treasure hunt, guys. We made it into the treasure hunt. It was difficult. It was freaking, we had to move mountains to get here, but we figured it out. Let's find the hidden treasure. Let's go. All right, so we know from before that we found Honest. We found Honest. Bro, did we just do this? Did we just find the NFT right away? Let's go, baby! We found the treasure! Bro, look at that box. It is beautiful. This is like the box from Pulp Fiction. Like, what's inside? I am not a robot. Mint the treasure. Holy crap, guys. The NFT was successfully registered in the wallet. After a while, you'll be able to check the items on your OpenSea collections. Bro. What? That is sick. That is sick. I'm so hyped right now. I'm so hyped right now. You don't understand. You don't understand. I've been trying to figure out this game for like, I don't know, so long. You don't understand how hyped I am right now. Holy. Okay. I don't care about this. Do I have to do this right now? No, I registered it. We're good. Close. All right, so now what do we do? Like, now that we've done that, now what else do we do? So we found it. Those who've already found the answer and would like to know the answer, head to the room of key. Trying to sell the relic to Honest? Is there something in the relic that we have to like open up? That's the part that I don't understand yet. Well, now I guess that's the next part that we're at. Like, how do we find what's next? Zero of 10? Oh, what did we have? I don't know. Let's check OpenSea maybe. I don't know why it's taking so long to like figure itself out. Oh, my goodness. We found it, guys. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Chip relic, 50 megabyte something version for chip only one. A chip-like relic that holds 50 megabytes of memories within it. The Seeker Society defines the memory capacity as equivalent to 50 membership points. I like that. Membership points can be used in the allow list. That's awesome. What are the details? Are there any like what's next? So that's sick, but what do I do after this? Chip relic, 10 megabytes. The hints for the next 3 treasure are within the first relic. What did you get already? Oh man, what do we do after we get the chip? I want to try to understand. What do we do after we find / claim the chip relic? There are 4 lights and something is gleaming within one of them. I did right click right there, the furthest one to the right. I'm so confused. This is so hard, dude. Like, it's good, but it's also like crazy hard. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just reload. Just reload the site, please. Don't make me go through all this crap again. Okay, thank God. Thank goodness. Wait, where's Discord? I don't... Request board, treasure hunt, monopolist. So do we come back here when we find the key or something? Room of key. This is the NFT was successfully registered in the wallet. After a while, you'll be able to check the items on your OpenSea. But then what do you do? Spoiler? Yeah, but then what do you do? What? I got the NFT. Chip relic. What do I do now? Oh, you go to your own rewards thing? Right here? Ah, okay. Why, dude, why can I like zoom in on this? It's so... Can't see anything. Okay. Check for the latest campaign info. It may take some time. I see you have found it already. Congratulations. Memories of other fragments have been extracted from this 50 megabyte, a relic fragment. 2 newspaper reporters determined to uncover the truth at any cost. Something glistens on the roof, a well behind where they stand. Initiate search, or shall we call it a day? Guys, this is so good. Once you understand the game, this is fantastic. You find, oh my god, you get clues in the Discord. You find the chip relic. It mints to your wallet, and then it opens up more information in your own rewards. Oh, I wish I knew all this before. All right, so 2 newspaper reporters. Hold on, I'm gonna like take a photo so I can track this. Okay. Newspaper reporters determined to uncover the truth at any cost. Something glistens on the roof, a well behind where they stand. All right. I feel like I remember seeing people that like felt like newspaper reporters. And people were talking about like a well. Okay, here's the well. Here's one well, right? But I don't see any newspapers. A well behind where they stand. Something glistens on the roof. So there is a roof. So we're looking for a roof. I feel like I kind of got glimpses in the Discord trying to figure this out. So I don't want to say I'm cheating, like I've cheated, but it's not going to feel as authentic. Newspaper reporters. Are these reporters? I don't know. There's a well right here and a roof. We got to find newspaper reporters. Where do we find reporters? What is this? No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to search mode. No, I'm not trying to be in search mode. I want to like find the shop. Oh, you got to do the shop. Do you have to do the shop separately? Maybe you have to do the shop separately, which is crazy. That's crazy. No, I don't want to mute the whole site. Okay, whatever. Wait, where do I go? Newspaper reporters? Filter? Are there newspaper reporter people? News agency. Yeah. All right, let's reset. Let's look at people that are news agencies. So, these guys. All right, I'm gonna put this on another page so I can try to focus here and find these characters near a well. Is that one of them? Is that this girl? No, it's not. She's not wearing a hat. Alright. What's the clue again? Bro, this is so crazy. Two reporters determined to uncover the truth at any cost. Something glistens on the roof. A well behind where they stand. Oh, whoa. Who's this? No, that's not her. Are these reporters? Bro, this stuff is crazy. Body. You can see the person's whole body. That's kind of helpful. Wait, oh, does it show you where they are? Oh, wait, guys. When you click on them, it shows you where they are. Oh my God, I remember that. Look at it. 2 reporters with a well, something on the roof. Bro, are you kidding me? Where are they? They're right under the dragon. Bro, no way. Okay, so something glistens on the roof, a well behind where they stand. How am I not finding it, bro? Something glistens on the roof, a well behind where they stand. I feel like this glistens right here. Are you kidding me? How am I not finding this right now? Behind where they stand? Glistens? This is kind of glistening. What am I doing wrong? This is them. 2 newspaper reporters. What guy is that? What character is that? It's a guy in a hat. Is it this guy, Lesson? Yeah, it's Lesson. That's Lesson. Okay, this is Lesson, and this is autobiography. Look, when you go into the shop and you click on the character. So this is what I did, guys. This is how I figured it out. If you go to the shop and then you search filter. The heck? Filter. News agency. There's only 10 people in the news agency, right? You just click on them and it brings you exactly where they are on the map, and then it'll show you their body as well, and it'll tell you their names. So this is autobiography. That's Lesson right there. You can see the little hat. So, and we already know that the clue says that it's 2 newspaper reporters determined to uncover the truth. They're already like looking. Something glistens on the roof, a well behind where they stand. What am I doing wrong? You only have so many clicks, so I don't want to screw this up. I kind of want to like go to Discord and check what I'm doing wrong, because I saw clues already earlier. Like it says it right here. So how am I not clicking the right thing? How am I not clicking the right thing, dude? I also saw it in like the room of clues. Alright. All right, guys, we are back. Literally, this photo is saying, like, it's literally right there. So I don't know what we're doing wrong by, like, not being able to find the item. Unless, like, it somehow goes into your own things without telling you. Something glimmers. What the heck? It can't be that hard. What is going on? I don't know what. Oh, that's just like the. What? How? Dude, how am I? How is it? How am I not finding it? Like, literally, how am I not finding this? Bro, what? I'm like, am I not in the treasure hunt? Of course I am. Like, what's doing, what? I don't understand. I literally have the right answer. Have they all been claimed? Is that the thing? It's on the top right of the well. Oh, wait. Oh, I hit the time out. That's why. I had my my blocker on, so I couldn't see it. All right, well, that's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna be it for the stream. We'll come back and do this at another time.